for you.
Let's switch chairs.
Oh, let's switch chairs and another shit. Let's do it.
All right, guys. So, welcome to Hops and Hairsprings. We are coming to you live for the first episode. I am your host, Kenny. With me, I have Justin. On the other side in Miami, we've got Gabby, Kiko, Dre. And we're going to be talking about beer, watches, and a lot of bullshit.
A lot of bullshit.
A lot of bullshit. So, we are starting with beer. I am a certified Cicerone. For those of you that do not know what a certified Cicerone is, it means I am smart and really dumb. I'm really good at taking tests, and I'm dumb enough to pay somebody to take a test about beer. So, the beer that we're talking about today is going to be Jai Alai. We're talking about Jai Alai from Cigar City. This is an American IPA. So let's go ahead and open up, boys.
Let's open up, guys. Yo, cheers. Cheers for the
Cheers,
boys.
everybody.
Cheers.
Beers to the boys. Yo, cheers to
So-
Orlando, yo.
Cheers, cheers. We've got a Spijgelau. I have no idea how to say that. I'm probably saying it wrong. But this is an IPA glass, and it is designed specifically to enhance the flavors, aromas, and all of the goodness that comes in an IPA. Yeah, bro, I am bougie. It's okay.
Sorry. Some
about
some
it,
of
though.
us were just drinking out the can. Some people say that, oh, that's savagery. I believe it's not. I believe it's just a lot.
It's
It's very
okay, bro.
convenient. Just boom, pop it open, bam.
You're good.
But
You're
I gotta
good.
add, bro, that was a very nice pour.
It was.
No, honestly,
Just witness, not
Thank you,
camera.
man.
That was
Thank
a
you.
good-
coming from a former bartender, I'm honestly have to give you like an A+ on that pour, bro. I'm really impressed.
Bro, there's some good head
You
on
always
this.
have head, bro. You
You
have
know?
too much head, not little, but you have to have some head.
Yeah.
Some head is
Yeah,
always
you
good.
have to. It's important.
All right.
So this is, like I said,
yeah.
this is an American IPA. This is different than a British IPA. And obviously the British IPA is the original, but we're talking about American IPAs today. The first American IPA, do y'all know when it came around?
A long time ago.
Any ideas?
A long time ago.
No, like for real. Like,
Eight-
what do you think?
1895.
No,
Not even close.
close, bro. I think our IPAs on the new.
Oh, wait. I said 1965.
That's a lot closer. That's actually pretty good. 1975.
1975. Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, 1975 is the, considered the first
American IPA.
American IPA.
Which was that? Which was
Yeah,
that?
Produced by Anchor Brewing Company, and real apt name for an American IPA,
Yeah.
Liberty Ale.
Ooh.
Like that's
Freedom.
American AF.
That
Oh,
is.
Yeah,
Freedom.
that means
4th of
freedom
July.
for sure. But let's go ahead and pull up the highlight video. Let's take a look. So y'all go ahead and press play. We'll go from there.
Leaping off walls to make acrobatic.
Just let you know that highlight came from Miami. People might say it's different, but I'm from Miami,
guy.
and everything
Everything
comes from
comes from
Miami.
Miami.
Yes.
Everything.
When you're from Miami,
No,
everything
yeah.
comes from Miami.
Watch the video.
Something.
All things great or all things bad?
Yo,
Both.
no, great.
Yeah.
Nah, it's good and the bad, bro.
Yo, they got the glass that you had.
Have you seen
Right on
that?
the
No,
video.
I know.
Legit.
That's a
It's
beautiful
almost
glass.
like it was meant to be.
I thought you were lying about that Cicerone shit.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's an impressive glass.
That I think you proved it.
Thanks, bro.
It looks like someone made it.
That was the proof.
That's the proof.
Not the test
No,
scores,
no.
not the
Certificates
certification,
don't
not the
matter.
paper. No, fuck
The
that
cup.
shit.
That's it.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
It's pretty good. It's
So-
pretty smooth IPA.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. This
Yeah,
is my
so-
favorite IPA I've ever had. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of IPA, but my first IPA that I started drinking was Jai Alai. No lie.
And honestly, a lot of that comes from what highlighted or Cigar City's trying to do with highlight. They're looking at it with balance. So, what does balance mean in an IPA like this? It has enough sweetness to it that it's not, overpowered by the bitterness in the beer. The beer's not blasting you in the face with hops, but it gives enough balance and character to the sweetness that it's enjoyable to drink.
Hey, some people like to get blasted in the face. All right.
That's
Okay.
true. That's true, but not with
All
beer.
right.
Not with beer.
Oh, look at. Why does Justin have a
So the
different
stats
cup?
on this.
Yeah, yeah. What?
No, Justin hasn't. So this is a Rat Style Tech.
Oh, thank you for explaining
It's
that.
also, yeah,
please school us
it's
on
a
this.
it's a craft beer glass. It's really universal. Provides a lot of different aspects of it. So the basin down here lets the beer breathe a little bit. There's also some etching down here to allow some carbonation. But the top is narrowed to focus in those aromas.
Okay, so I need to ask you a serious question. What is the
yeah.
manliest way to hold that type of cup? Like, because honestly, I
No,
feel like that's a
the
little hard
worst
way. Like,
way.
you kind of like picky up.
Like this.
Like,
no,
pick
like
you
this.
up?
This
Yeah,
is it.
Nah, man.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, I
that-
know that for
Take you to the
Justin
moon.
for sure. But let's see for some people that care about
You're
that.
trying to say I wasn't manly holding my beer
Bro,
glass?
the way you drank it, honestly, I was surprised. I thought it was wine in there. I was like, is this wine or a
Yeah,
beer
it
show? I
should be.
can't even tell.
It's fine.
This guy's drinking red wine on a Sunday.
It
What?
tastes
I'm
delicious
just kidding.
either way.
Correct.
But I,
So this the highlight in terms of stats, it comes in pretty high on the American IPA like scale. So the ABV on this beer is 7.5%. All right, it has the IBUs. Do you guys know what IBUs are?
no, can you inform us of that?
Something, hold on. International, something bitterness units. Because you told me that.
Bro, you nailed it.
Wow!
That was it.
You know what, bro? I'm congrats. Honestly, the podcast just says on that. That's it. We came out winning. We'll go continue.
Perfect.
Yes.
So international bitterness units for highlight it's 65, and the higher up you go, the more bitter the beer is. All right.
Right.
In terms of an American IPA, again, if we're talking about the classical categorization of this beer, it shouldn't be more than 70. So this is kind of the upper end of the range. And same with the ABV. The ABV cannot be more than 7.5% for what is considered an American IPA.
What is
this
the
is
lowest
the big
amount that
boy.
I could?
Honestly, that's what I thought.
IBU.
After like 2 or 3 of these bad boys, I'm feeling nice.
IBUs for an American IPA should not be less than 40.
Not less than 40? Okay.
Yeah, so it's 40 to 60 is the range.
Okay.
And I mean, especially kind of as palates have progressed through beer, there's beers that are pumping out, hundreds of IBUs and like, that shit
Yeah,
is just stupid.
that's not my cup of tea. Yeah. I'm good on
Yeah,
that.
it's not most people's cup of
Yeah.
tea. But in terms of color, so right here, this color, what Cigar City promotes or puts out is that this is an SRM 17. So that's a standard reference method, is how they determine these colors. And what that contributes to the beer is a lot of like some of the caramel notes so that you're getting that provides a deeper depth of flavor in the malty side of things. So that's why it looks like this. This is why it has that color. So most IPAs, and especially American IPAs, actually don't have this color. This is darker than what an American IPA should be. It should not be more than 15. But, there's some wiggle room.
Hey,
Make
it's
it
always
work.
enough for some wiggle room, man.
Yeah, man.
Makes it darker.
The multi roast.
What, you're not listening?
So,
Come on,
This
man.
guy. So this American IPAs differ from English IPAs for a few different things. English IPAs are going to be a lot more malty. They're going to have more of that sweetness that we're getting from this beer, and it's going to be a little bit more bready. There's also a little bit more yeast character. So like you don't taste a lot of yeast in this beer, which for me is a good thing. I hate yeast flavor. I'm not about it. And it really has to have New World hop flavors. So when you smell this beer and when you taste it, you should get some of that like pininess, some orange character, what Cigar City says is tangerine. And this is especially for New World IPAs. That's where you get the dank, that kind of weed character comes across in hops because they're actually in a similar family in terms of their oils and resins. So you get terpenes in hops that are also present in marijuana. But going back to highlight, we've got 6 different hops in this beer, and it is dry hopped with Simcoe. Y'all know what Simcoe is, or dry hopping is?
I know what bar hopping is. Hell,
And dry humping?
I was gonna. That was my next.
Nice more middle school
that's what everyone
stuff.
says.
Like, bro, when's the last time you dry
I was
hump?
like, you're taking me back to high school.
We've all been there, bro. And sometimes a zipper action, bro,
Everyone
that
has.
hurts. So, that's a long story. Maybe when we were in middle school, but still.
Story for another day.
Yeah, but continue.
So dry hopping, basically, what brewers do is they put hops in after fermentation. So you can also, most people put in hops during the cooking process. So during boiling, there's different time schedules that people use to put in hops into beer. And dry hopping is, again, after everything is already done. So what that does is it brings a lot more hop flavor without impacting bitterness. So you're going to get a lot more of those aromas, a lot more of that flavor, a lot more of the good stuff that hops bring to the table without having that when you drink it.
So dry hopping is always good.
Dry hopping's if you're looking for a hoppy beer, yeah, for sure. So for those of you that don't know, I do subscribe to a beer-related media publication. It's called Craft Beer and Brewing. It's an industry type promotion and media company. They did blind panel testing of 600 IPAs, like some stupid, absurd number. Like I don't know how they're finding that many.
Like,
people
how
to
can you
check
remember that many
IPAs.
different IPAs? Like,
So it was blind tested, and this is what's cool about it. And what they did is they got Bjcp beer judges, and these are beer judges certification program judges. It's a different type of beer certification, similar to Cicerone, just a little bit different. And they scored this beer. Any guesses?
What's the
What's
scale?
Out of
the
100.
score out of 100?
Out of
95.
100.
I was gonna say like 90,
Wow, that's really close too.
97.
Yo, Kiko's on
Dude,
point today.
you know how I look, bro.
Got it.
Bro,
One thing I've always
Dre,
been known.
You got it,
Hey,
bro. It's 97.
I'm always better with numbers and words. Everyone knows that.
Facts.
Wow. You got to agree that easy, bro. That's messed up. Bro.
Hey,
Hey,
bro,
I
it's-
love you, bro.
You said it, man.
Hey,
not
they
me.
gotta have this, bro. If I don't have this,
Give yourself
Bro,
more
bro,
credit.
This guy. So yeah, they rated this a 97 out of 100,
Wow, that's
and I'm gonna read you their
crazy.
tasting notes.
Are there any higher scores than a 97?
honestly, that's like kind of my rating.
Yeah,
Did any
Yeah.
city get a perfect score?
no, there's
Okay,
no
no
perfect
perfect.
scores, but I'm gonna give you their tasting notes. This is a lovely bright hop aroma. There's blood orange, there's mango
Hop-a-rona.
with work like sweet caramel, unsweetened orange, juicy, zesty, pithy flavor with a balancing caramel
I love how he
note that
says it.
smacks into a medium-high wave of bitterness. It sticks a bit, but you go back for that orange punch and malty
Am I
buzz.
watching like an infomercial right now?
How many?
Hey,
How many?
yeah.
Does that? How many?
Like, I feel like you're in the wrong profession right now, bro.
Yeah,
You
bro,
read
I
that
got you.
great. I love that script.
Thanks,
If
man.
you ever have trouble, if you ever have trouble
dude.
sleeping, just clip that and play it over and over.
I got you.
Knock you out.
I got you.
Wow.
Jerome.
What, you saying he's boring or something?
So,
No, that voice
in
is
terms of
perfectly
the
smooth.
that
scoring,
was messed up.
thank you, bro.
Yeah.
It's smooth and malty like the beer.
Yeah, there you go.
Happy.
So for the scoring that they used, 95 to 100 is an extraordinary world-class beer of superlative character and flawless execution.
Flawless victory.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That makes sense.
bro. No, you're
It's
good.
pretty impressive that this is coming out of Florida. Then
Yeah, no,
I
so
mean,
this is a
yeah,
big deal.
100%.
Cigar City is probably, debatable always, but it's probably the number one brewery in the state.
wow,
I don't know that there's much debate about that. It is probably the highest regarded and most likely distributed beer coming out of Florida.
that's impressive.
Damn,
So-
I didn't know that.
Nice choice for the first beer. Then
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, man. I tried.
Hey, you understand? It's the first episode ever. So when we like do the 100th episode and when we look back and we're like, bro, you remember how bad we were? You remember how
Yeah.
Kiko couldn't shut up and stuff like that?
Pretty
I'm
much.
honestly gonna be saying that every episode.
I was gonna say I don't know.
All
if that's
right?
gonna-
But as long as you understand that,
It's not gonna
gonna
change.
change.
It's not changing.
Because I'm blessed with the
changing.
Ness. And that's one thing. That's the
this
first
guy.
time I had to say it. And it's gonna be saying more numerous of times on this episode and episodes to come. Blessed with the Ness. I'm out.
He's still in.
So, yeah, no, he's all the way in. There's no going out. But so in terms of readers' perception, Craft Beer and Brewing also does, analysis of readers' preferences, and they do surveys and scoring and all that stuff. In 2020, obviously the world changed. They had a little bit more, I guess, time to put out surveys and stuff. So they put it out to all of the readers, and Cigar City Jai Alai came in number 8 of all beers.
Oh wow.
Any beer style in the country, this is rated number 8,
What?
which is, I mean, again, that's an incredible recognition for a beer company, at least in my opinion.
sounds.
No, I was gonna ask you that question. Like, where does it kind of rank just among beers in general? So that's
Yeah, so
nuts.
number 8.
Bro,
Damn.
there's a lot of beers out there, guys. A lot.
In
Yeah.
the top 10, does this stand alone as an IPA? As an IPA, or are there multiple IPAs in the top?
Oh, that's a good question as well.
There's multiple IPAs at the top,
Really?
and especially in the United States, IPAs are the most popular beer. Period, hands down. In terms of craft beer,
Yeah, of course.
craft
Yeah,
beer
craft beer, yes.
IPAs are the number one. Still, number one in terms of consumption is going to be your Bud
Yeah,
Lights,
big-
that type of stuff.
Yeah,
there.
which honestly, if you ask me, that's drinking water. Just go over there, save money, and drink some water. That's if you ask me.
Nah, man, save money, drink beer. Save money or save water.
No,
drink
and
beer.
oh,
There you
maybe
go.
and get healthier. Drink more water. Because if you're gonna drink beer, drink a good beer. Don't drink that Bud Light, Crab Miller Light.
That's
Just
true.
drink all the beers.
Oh yeah, we know that, big boy.
But if somebody gives
love you,
you,
man.
somebody gives you
Yeah,
a free
buddy.
Bud Light,
No,
I
listen,
might drink
free
it.
beer
yeah.
is the best tasting beer.
Look,
Hands down.
Free beer is the
it
best. beer.
is, but like if you get to choose, no one chooses it.
Nah, man, there's no if. There's no if. Free beer is the best beer. If someone buys me a beer, that's the best beer that I had that day.
Wow.
Boom.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, I see that. Free
Goes
beer is
down
the best beer.
smoothest.
We got a lot of free beers
y'all
at your
know-
house yesterday, man. That's good.
Do y'all know where IPA came from?
Yeah.
Like,
India.
India Pale.
I mean, yeah, that's a good start. So this is going way back in history. We're going back to like the 1700s, late 1700s, early 1800s. And this is when Britain was, in control of India, however you want to call it. They were running things over there. And all of the Brits over there, they wanted beer. And India didn't really have what the Brits were used to in terms of beer. And basically what they were trying to do was they were trying to ship their beer from the UK over to India. But that shit is far.
Yeah.
And especially back in the day, it took a really long time to get there. They were moving this shit on vessels, on shipping vessels. They had to go around Africa. It was crazy. So all of the beer pretty much spoiled every time they sent shipments. And it was just going bad. So they were just having to pour out beers. And what they ended up finding out, through trial and error, really, is that hops act as a preservative. So a couple different brewers and breweries were like, well, shit, we just need to make this more bitter.
Let's hop this shit up.
Like, throw in all these hops. It's medicinal. Like, it's going to protect the beer. Lock it up and let's send it over to
Lock it
India.
up.
So they started, hopping and sending more and more bitter beers to India in order to basically just survive. It wasn't because they liked the taste. It was just like, all right, well, this is what we gotta do in order to get it over there. And then this one particular region, it's called Burton-on-Trent, and they had a brewery over there. In the water that was available at Burton-on-Trent is very high in sulfates. Okay, so sulfur-containing compounds. And when you brew beer that is high in bitterness, those sulfates can make the beer taste better. Like it provides some chemical balance to decrease some of the bitterness that is perceived when you drink it. So accidentally, this brewery that's Burton-on-Trent had the perfect water profile in order to create these hoppy beers that then could survive the traveling to India. So it became, known as the Indian Pale Ale or India Pale Ale, because that was the beer that was making it over to India. And even now to this day, chemicals are added to beer or the water to make beer. And the specific ones that brewers add to beer right now, they still refer to it as Burtonization for Burton-on-Trent.
Fun fact.
So-
Fun fact.
Yeah, I mean, fun facts.
Fun
I'm full of fun
fact.
facts. That's
Hey,
it.
that's it.
That's what this channel is.
100%. And we'll be learning about some watches too, which I know we'll be getting into very shortly.
Shortly, man. You guys are ready? You just want to move on to the watches? You down?
Honestly, I'm down, bro. Honestly, like, I don't think I can know any more about Highlight than whatever. So you're very
Perfect.
informative, which
Thanks,
you're on
bro.
point,
I
bro. Honestly,
appreciate
like, right now,
That's
that's so hard all day.
Oh, finish it. Finish it.
All right, so let's talk. So what watch we
So-
talking about, Kenny? What's up? Talk to me, bro. What are we bringing up today?
We're talking about the Tudor Ranger.
Ooh, the Tudor Ranger. Just the name of it sounds
Yeah, man.
nice.
You
What
know,
up,
I mean,
Benji?
I'm a Tudor diehard.
You are.
so,
Honestly, I don't have one yet, but the key word is yet.
Yeah, no, that's important.
I'll have one soon.
So let's go ahead and pull up our video.
All right, so we're going
We've
to be
got
watching
the
the video,
Tudor
guys.
Ranger. And guys, this is from Tudor's website. All you got to do is just go to tudorwatch.com and you can find the whole line of Tudor Ranger products. This one is pretty cool. I'm going to narrate a little bit while we're going through this. The Tudor Ranger that just got released now is in celebration of the British North Greenland expedition. And we're going to touch on it a little bit as we go.
Are you playing it
But-
already or no?
Yeah, I already played it, bro. Gotta keep
Nah,
up.
man, you know how it is, bro. This is a Sunday, bro.
Good gear.
That's all right, man.
That's all right, bro. He hasn't fished a beer yet.
You could have clicked on that shit yourself, dog.
No, I'm trying to keep it on the table, and there's that
Cheerful
friskiness.
spirits prove that good leadership is key.
There's a little bit frisky.
Honestly, with my brother, yeah, bro. I love that guy, bro. This is my brother, by the way, so I don't know if you see the resemblance. Because I don't know. Obviously, a lot of people like to ask who's the older one, this and that. Obviously, you can tell he looks a lot older than I do. Because, all his wisdom behind those eyes. So, but hey, fun fact, I'm actually the oldest one. I know. It surprised me too,
Go
guys.
figure.
Go figure. But it's all right. Because we age very well. Just letting you know that. It's a beautiful watch, man.
On the timing section.
It's not my fault.
No, it's all right, man. It's okay. This is important, and we're gonna touch on all this stuff.
No, we have to touch on all this, bro.
Next episode, I'm gonna need 2 beers.
You know what, bro?
We'll get
I
2
was
beers to
wondering,
Justin in
bro.
the next episode.
Hey, we
One's
got a
not gonna
6
cover
pack,
it.
and it's 3 of us. So we're Gucci.
Well,
What about you,
I
kid?
mean,
Nice.
Bro, I only bought 2 beers. My bad.
Who only
we got
buys 2
those tall
beers?
boys, but it ain't.
Oh,
it
it's
ain't
a
Oh, it's a tall boy? Okay, all right. My
It's a
bad.
tall
My bad,
boy,
my
but-
bad, my bad.
Yeah, I bought them, real quick.
I know.
Don't judge me.
And
Right
then,
now.
don't still judge me here. Only on Justin.
All right, so y'all are done with the
Yes,
video.
sir.
Yes.
Yep, see it? Yeah. So, I mean, I thought this thing, the whole thing was pretty cool, at least in my opinion. The watch is in celebration of the 70-year anniversary of the British North Greenland expedition. And in 1952, the British government decided with this guy, James Simpson, to go to Greenland to do all sorts of different scientific experiments. So this guy, James Simpson, was doing stuff looking at physiology, geology, glaciology, like glacier
Glaciers,
studies, what I don't know, and
I
meteorology.
didn't know that was a thing.
And what they were,
I didn't know that was a thing.
yeah. So they were doing all of this experimentation in Greenland, and Tudor. I don't really know how or why this came about, but they were like, "Hey, these guys, let's send them some watches and see how our watches do in Greenland."
I wish.
And this is kind of like, this is what they did. And Tudor, especially back in the day, they did all sorts of these like experiments, like real world trials and stuff. And that was a huge part of their marketing
Bro,
campaign.
imagine getting a free Tudor watch, bro.
Oh, they-
I'll be
they-
like, yeah.
Yeah, but they were
So they-
Tudor when they sent it.
No,
Oh,
it was
really?
Tudor.
Yeah, bro.
This
But what I'm
is,
saying, the
this is
brand
an
recognition,
actual Tudor.
the brand recognition back. That's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Oh, but
Yeah.
yeah.
100%.
But
That's a big part of
The
what
exposure,
Hans
yeah,
Wilsdorf was doing, and he's the owner of Tudor. For those of you that don't know, Tudor is a subset brand of Rolex, and Rolex, the founder of Rolex, is Hans Wilsdorf. So they decided to put this watch, and it's the Tudor Prince. And again, it basically was first produced in the very early 1950s. I was actually able to get one off of eBay. I'm gonna see if maybe I can get it to show up here a little bit.
that is a beautiful watch, man.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Thanks, bro.
Honestly, like, I wish I had a smaller wrist because I'll wear that watch. Oh, well, that's beautiful. How'd you do that?
Thanks, bro. I don't know. Autofocus.
Hey, man.
It's one
You
of
know
those
what?
things.
That's
It did
pretty
it for me.
creative, man.
Thanks, bro. I didn't create the autofocus.
Well, you know what? You're creative to change it. It's focusing.
That's fair. So my watch is actually the same model that is referenced off of this new Ranger, this Tudor Prince from 1952. Mine is a little bit different. Mine is gold plated. The original that went on the British North Greenland expedition was stainless steel for longevity's sake. But it was originally released in 1952. Mine was. And it is the first automatic movement that was produced by Tudor. And when I bought this watch, it actually wasn't working. So I was able to play with it a little bit. I'm trying to get into watchmaking a little bit
That's
more.
what she says.
So I was able to bring this little piece back to life, which to me is super important. So this watch is always going to have, a special place in my heart. But what they decided to do, again, Tudor was doing these real life experiments, and they tweaked some things. They put in some Arctic oil. I don't know exactly what that Arctic oil was, but watches run on lubrication and stuff like that. So they just made sure that this specific oil wouldn't freeze because,
It's kind of cold.
It's
yeah.
cold there. It's a little bit. Just a little bit. And what they did, because again, the North Greenland expedition, they they were in the middle of nowhere, and this is in 1952. Like, it's not like everyone had a cell phone in their pocket to take out and like look at the watch. And what was happening is the UK was sending them air shipments for like important supplies, medical supplies, food, everything like that. So they had to make sure that their timing was on point. And what they would do, they had radio connections still with the UK, and the BBC, the British Broadcasting Company, would send radio signals out that would like confirm the time. And what they would do is they would look at the time and keep track of it on their watches to make sure that their watches were keeping time and staying precise. And because this was the first automatic movement that was produced by Tudor, they didn't have to wind it up. And we're talking about, this is what was the standard watch back in the day. They had to wind it.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
And if you're in sub-zero temperatures, you don't want to take your hand out and wind that shit.
No, man.
That sounds
it's
terrible.
cold, bro. You're not gonna be able to grab it
Yeah,
anyways with those big ass gloves. You'll be like,
Yeah. So they actually did some like little adjustments to the watch to make it so that they could wear it outside of their parkas, specifically for this expedition. And with the automatic movement, they didn't have to wind it. They didn't have to do anything, but the watch was still keeping time, even in the harsh conditions of being, sub-zero temperatures and stuff like that. So this was a huge achievement for Tudor. It was a huge achievement for Rolex even, because these watches really came out of being tools. And that's still how they're referred to today, as tool watches. They were meant specifically for doing a job or having a function. So a Submariner is meant for being underwater. It tells you how much time you have left on your oxygen supply. The Tudor Prince, when it went to the British North Greenland expedition, was meant to be able to run super cold. And they were able to achieve that, where other watches would have seized up, or they would have to wind it, and then people would get cold, and they would just be like, you know what, I'm not gonna wind that bitch.
Yeah,
Like, no way it's gonna happen. I'm not taking my hand out of
honestly,
the
I don't
glove.
care what time it is. Like 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, whatever, bro. Sun, night time. Who
Bro,
cares?
if you're hungry, you're gonna care.
Yeah, bro.
If you're hungry, you're gonna care for sure, 100%. But let's take a look at the pics.
Let's do it,
We've
man.
got some photos on the Tudor website. We're gonna move through this little slideshow. If you make your way down on the Tudor webpage, you guys can see all these pictures. I'm gonna post some of these on the video as well.
Okay.
But Hans Wilsdorf, he had a vision for this Ranger, even dating back to 1929, before the Ranger.
Long time ago.
Before the Ranger even existed, though. This was never a Tudor watch. It didn't exist. It wasn't around. It wasn't until 1943 that they started producing some Rangers in certain areas. So the 1952 watch that we're talking about and that the Ranger is referencing, like we talked about, was a Tudor Prince. It wasn't a Tudor Ranger. But Hans Wilsdorf had this vision of having this like robust watch. And if you look at the 1952 Oyster Prince that we're talking about, the reference 1708
nice
or
watch,
7808 is the same as mine. Except, their version is the stainless steel version. Mine is the gold-plated version. So mine is technically a little bit more of a dressy watch than what this one was. But if you go to the next page, this is when Tudor Ranger really comes out from the beginning, like established as a style. And it was 1965. That wasn't that long ago.
Was it?
I mean, yeah, it was a long time ago, but if we're talking about the 70-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's a
So a
classic
watch
watch.
that
I
was
wear that watch
produced-
right now.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
And this is where the Tudor Ranger aesthetic was established. So they found and kind of dedicated themselves to this style. They were like, hey, this is going to be our Ranger. This is what our Ranger is going to look like. And there's a lot of takes from here from the Rolex Explorer, but we're going to keep it focused on here. If you go to 1969, they introduced the date function into the watch, which is always a good
My
thing.
favorite year.
This guy.
Hey, someone
And
got to
then
be
moving on
childish, man.
to 1973, they started adding some additional flair to it. They've got the blue dial, green numbers. We've got the orange second
Dude,
hand.
you got to have
like,
the drip, bro.
this thing is aggressive.
Super.
And then in 2014, and this is honestly, I think my favorite. We'll talk about favorites here in a second. But in 2014, they came out with the Heritage model, and the Heritage model is a little bit smaller. It's a little bit more vintage looking. Even new, it's got like the cream numbers, like cream indices. It looks vintage.
Like how you say it.
Thanks, bro. You like cream?
Cream.
Oh, okay. I was going with something totally different.
Wow.
Hey. But in
Look at
2022, like just recently in the last month or so, they came out with the new Tudor Ranger, reference 79950, and this is what we got. What do y'all think?
I really like
this
that
new
watch.
Ranger?
I really like that watch. Honestly, I like the clasp on it too. That's really nice. I like the little T-fit clasp. That really looks nice on that watch. To tell you the truth, and it's really nice. It's like, it's not too extravagant, but it's really nice, classy watch. Silver, black. I like the numbers. Looks very similar to the one that was the 1956.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Which was kind of to say that, but I feel like it's a little bit bigger. But honestly, I like the watch a lot. When 1965, I'm sorry, the 1965 one.
I know what you
Yeah,
meant.
hey, you know what? I'm mumbo jumbo. 56, 65.
We know in 1969 Tudor implemented the date function, right?
Yeah.
So why
Do you
that?
have an idea of who started implementing function on a watch?
I
We
don't.
right? We don't.
To be honest with you, no.
Hey, next episode.
I mean,
we'll have an answer
I'm
for you
sure
guys
we could
next
look that up,
episode.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
How long has Tudor been around?
I mean, Tudor was established. I mean, even in the like 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
There was some Tudor watches.
1930.
So what Hans Wilsdorf did when he created the Rolex brand, he wanted something that was more affordable, and he didn't want to compromise the status of what Rolex had become or achieved.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I mean, even to this day, that's probably more the case because Rolex now is considered a luxury brand, but it wasn't luxury back in the day. And that's kind of very much referenced into this watch that we're talking about. It was made to do a job. It was made to perform a function, and it was meant to last. And that's really where Rolex comes from. That's their history. That's their DNA. And only now, more modern times, has Rolex become a luxury brand. People consider Rolex a luxury brand, and it is.
Oh, it is.
It's, I mean, incredibly high end, incredibly durable, incredibly
100%.
reliable, functional, all of that stuff.
At the end of the day, everybody wants a Rolex. Like, if you're anybody that's
yeah, I mean, of
anybody
course.
and you have a nice watch collection, everyone should have at least one Rolex. At least.
And this is where like things were super cool with Tudor back in the day. Back in the day, Tudor took Rolex parts. Like straight up, you would have a Tudor watch, and on the crown, it would be a Rolex crown. My case is a Rolex case. If I open up my case and I show you the back of it, it says Rolex.
Wow.
Hans Wilsdorf straight up took Rolex parts, put it in his other brand, and sold it.
I mean, that's pretty genius.
That is pretty genius.
Yo, he did not give two fucks about taking his high-end pieces and selling them to
But
people for cheaper.
realistically, we're doing the same crap right now, bro.
No, of course.
All right, so it
Everyone
is
does
like
that.
everyone does it. Everyone. All these
No,
watch
so
companies, they all look like Invicta. Could you try to look more like Rolex and Tag Heuer and stuff like that? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's doing it. And with different stuff. Doesn't have to even be a watch.
But I do like
No, I mean, cars is a huge example,
Oh,
too.
yeah, bro.
I like that he created a whole different identity, you know, a whole different brand to
Yeah.
not then take away from the luxury. But if you have the parts, they're good.
Yeah, I
Throw
mean,
them in there. Yeah,
they were
for
there.
Sure.
They weren't doing anything different.
Yeah.
They were just like, hey, how can we get more of our watches into the hands of, and especially back in the day, their plan was to bring it to the everyday person.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant for only people that had money. And that's what Hans Wilsdorf was really about with Tudor. He was like, hey, I want to give them a luxury watch experience for something that they can afford,
Not the case now.
which I think is super cool. No, I mean, so
Do they still
well,
sell
no, they're
mechanisms
affordable
inside the
tutors.
Tudors?
Yes, they are. But it's still
we're
pricey.
going to talk about that.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that. So this new Tudor Ranger, how much do you guys think it is? All right, so let me preface that. Most Rolexes, if you can get the cheapest
15
Rolex,
grand.
you're looking at no. The cheapest Rolexes you can buy are probably between 6,000 and 8,000.
But used or brand new?
Brand new from the store. If you could find it from the
Can you
store,
even-
which right
exactly. I
now
was about to say, can you
you
even
can't.
find it at the
Yeah.
store?
No, not right now. But if you can, 6 to 8 grand.
Okay.
What do you think that the new Tudor Ranger is going for?
Probably half. Like, it's not gonna be 6 to 8 grand.
No, I'm
would
gonna go
say
for
I'd say at least 3 grand. Like maybe like 27, 2,800.
I'm
Low
gonna say 500.
Yeah, so
wish.
right.
crap.
I wish I would buy it right
My
now.
wrist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
right.
Everyone
Oh,
will
yeah.
buy it.
27,895.
No, they're selling it for half, which
Nice.
I mean to me is remarkable. So the Tudor Ranger is a 39 millimeter, which I think is a great size, by the way. Kiko, I know you
Look,
like
I'm
big
a bigger
watches, bro.
guy, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I am 6'3",
you're fine.
230. I cannot wear something that starts with a 3. Like, it is. It is what it is. Like, 40 to me is already small. To other people, 40 is big.
For all the rest of us,
Yes.
excluding Kiko,
Yes.
39 is a great
No,
size.
great. Honestly, I wish I had a smaller wrist. But it is what it is.
Bro, just make it happen. Make it happen. Go on a
Make
diet.
it-
Make
yeah,
your wrist
bro.
I
smaller.
cannot make my
big
wrist
boned.
smaller.
You can't lose that.
I can't make
No,
my
I
wrist
know
smaller.
that was the joke.
It's-
That was the joke. You can't lose weight around your wrist.
Well, can you?
Like,
Not
You
with
can make
that
it bigger.
attitude.
no,
Not with
No, you
that
can't.
I
attitude.
got some fat around my wrist. I could probably get rid of.
no, man.
Honestly,
it's not happening.
Just I believe in you, bro. Yes, you can. I don't care what
I
Kenny
appreciate
says,
it,
bro.
buddy.
I believe in you. You can lose
I
that
will
weight
make
from
that
that wrist.
39 look good. You know, I prefer a 40, but I'll make that 39.
You're gonna turn it into a 7-inch wrist, baby. Yeah, buddy.
So the most popular, basically Tudor watch in existence right now is probably the Tudor Black Bay, and specifically the Tudor Black Bay 58. And yeah, the Tudor Black Bay 58, bro, sweet watch. I have 2 of them. So
Nice.
this is my bias here. I have the Tudor Black Bay Bronze, the 58 Bronze. Sorry, not the Black Bay Bronze, because there's another one. Not to make things complicated or not, but I have the Tudor Black Bay 58 Bronze, and that one is the first in the series that has a T-fit clasp. And the T-fit clasp was not a revelation. I mean, like this has been around for a while, but it was a nice introduction from Tudor into this Black Bay 58 line. And the Black Bay Bronze is their boutique edition. It's only available in the Tudor boutiques. There's only 2 boutiques in the United States. One of them is in New York, and the other one is here in Orlando, Florida. Shout out to Johnny Tapia. If you need a watch from the Tudor boutique, shout out to Johnny. He hooked it up. And it was the first watch to have the T-fit clasp in the Black Bay 58 lineup. And they're bringing that now to the Tudor Ranger, where every other watch in the Black Bay 58 lineup is almost 5-6 grand, where they're taking this unique feature and they're bringing it at a much more affordable level. So it's a huge thing. And in terms of like power reserve, it's also an automatic. The new Tudor Ranger has a 70-hour power reserve, so you can wear it on Friday, take it off before you go to work on Monday. The watch is still going to be running. So that's a big deal. And it's also COSC certified, COSC. COSC certification is an official certification from the Swiss government that looks at how well timepieces keep their time. And to get COSC certified, out of all of the seconds in a day, so if you've got 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day, that's a lot of seconds. For COSC certification, you have to be within 10 seconds of perfect time every day. It cannot be less than 4 seconds off, and it cannot be more than 6 seconds off. Where Tudor, they take it a step further and they do all of their watches to -2 to +4. So their watches run within 6 seconds every single day, if not better, if not keeping perfect time. And how they do these measurements is through a variety of temperatures, because air density changes with hot and cold and stuff like that. And that's why they took these watches to Greenland to see how they ran. So in order to get COSC certification, there's a lot. But one of the other ways that they increase the durability on this Tudor Ranger is by having kind of dual connection points on their balance. And the balance is connected to the hairspring. And the hairspring is where we get our movement that creates the ticking and allows for the time to really be kept precisely. So I thought that was pretty cool. But the bracelet Tudor Ranger is coming in at $3,050. And then they've got 2 different non-bracelet options, so non-metals. They have straps. A leather rubber hybrid that's at $2,725, and then a fabric strap. It's not quite a NATO, but similar to a NATO.
I've always been a fan
and
of
that's
leather.
at $2,725 too. Bro, I love NATOs.
You're a big
like
NATO
the fact
guy,
that
bro.
they-
You do love NATO. I love
like
leather,
them.
but I think it's just classy when you can wear leather with everything, bro.
So that pretty much covers the Ranger. Unless y'all got anything else.
No, honestly, I can't wait to get to my favorite portion of this podcast. You know what that
The
is?
bullshit.
The bullshit.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you my story.
Oh,
All right,
man.
so I was at the Orlando City game last night, and this is after working overnight. I had less than 3 hours of sleep, and that was split. I had like an hour and then like an hour and a half. Man, I was at the Orlando City game. We were having a good time. I went with Pablo. So
Oh,
Pablo
Pablo.
just moved down the street. Yeah, love Pablo. Love him.
Guy, they move
Cool
close.
guy.
Yeah, he's on like 2 days away now.
Nice.
Very cool.
So we kind
I'm happy.
of, I bought him a beer, and then in the second half, I bought another beer. And this is the first time I can say in a while, 2 beers got me buzzed.
Nice.
I was
What?
I was feeling it.
What
Yeah,
were you drinking,
I
bro?
think-
You know, lightweight ass.
so I was drinking there, and I look over to Adriana and I tell her, and I'm like, oh, I think I want Dairy Queen.
I had Dairy Queen yesterday.
And she looks at me, she's like, okay, I mean, like, get Dairy Queen, whatever. And then the game keeps going on, and I'm still finishing my beer. And then I look at her again, and I'm like, no. I need Dairy Queen. Like, I want chicken nuggets, fries, and a Blizzard.
That's your dairy.
And this is my buzzed mind that is like, no, you need to eat Dairy Queen. And I thought about it. I was like, damn, beer gives me munchies. It gives me munchies. I don't know what it is. Anytime I have a couple beers, I want to eat something. And it's always something kind of specific. I don't know why, but I was committed to chicken fingers, French fries, and a Blizzard.
You
It's always
see,
something
I
fat
love
in your stomach.
everything
That's
said
what it
there
is.
except for the sweetness. When you start including like sweet food with beer, like yo, to me, and since I was a bartender for a while, fried food is the best. Like yo, I think some munchies, some fried chicken nuggets, some fried chicken strips, some French fries, anything fried, boom, and it helps with the hangover the next day.
I mean, maybe.
No, it's a fact. It's a fact. Not even a fun fact. Facts.
It's not fun.
So I mean, like, what are y'all's go to for munchies? You got munchies. What do you run into? Yesterday I
All
was
right.
running to Dairy Queen. I couldn't
It
get
really
enough.
depends on the time, bro. Like if it's something like if it's super late, like to me, bro, honestly, like if it's a late night and I've had a couple of drinks, I like a Colombian thing, like a Los Verdes or Los Perros, like those special hot dogs, those special quesadillas
Delicious.
with like the salchipapa, with like the French fries, with the potatoes and the little hot dogs. Like that is the best.
Making me hungry.
Nothing is better than munchy food than Los Verdes and Los Perros, hands down. And a masita de pollo, guys, obviously we're Hispanic, so you can tell from that. But
No, I had no idea.
exactly.
I had
But
no
yo,
idea.
fire. That's bomb. There's no better munchy food than Los Verdes and Los Perros, hands down. Facts. Gavel. Boom.
Boom. I mean, look.
All right. I mean, do we have any dissenting opinion?
No, I mean, I like that, but I'm kind of with you in the sense of I do like something sweet. Sometimes I have been kind
Yeah.
of like, little
No, mess-
feeling nice.
The next.
Okay, but I'm talking about meat,
Touche. Touche.
myself. So I will get like a burger. I like just a fat burger with fries, but then like a Frosty or a sundae or something like that on the side to then just at the end of it, that sweet treat.
Toppings or no toppings?
Really the only topping I
M&M?
would do is if it's a sundae, just like hot fudge.
Oh man.
But if I do M&Ms over Oreos.
you can't have M&Ms with cold.
Are you kidding me? M&M's
No.
is
Yo,
better with
it's
anything.
very-
First
with
one,
M&Ms,
M&M should be the number one topping for every
very-
ice cream.
You
It should be sprinkles, then
They
M&M's.
get too hard to eat.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
wow.
that shit is too hard to eat. Get this
Bro,
shit out of here.
erroneous.
how soft is your mouth?
erroneous.
And
What
what
does
is
it count?
bro?
Not as soft as yours,
Oh,
bro.
yeah? Mr. I had 2 beers and I was tipsy as hell.
Oh shit.
Let me get some DQ, some Dairy Queen.
Bro, it was so good though.
I can't even tell.
I was so
I can't
happy.
even tell you the last time I had Dairy Queen, bro. Honestly, I don't even think I've ever.
No, there's one like 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
why.
even think we have it down here.
I don't know if I maybe have.
I don't think I've ever had
food
Dairy
from
Queen.
Dairy Queen.
Not food.
No, only chicken fingers. That's it. And
Damn.
Pablo went to the deep end. He went and got a burger.
Yo, how's the burgers
Bro,
from there, bro? They look kind of juicy, bro.
No idea. He killed his Blizzard before we got to the house.
Dessert first? You
Pablo
can't do
took that
dessert
Blizzard to
first.
the
Dessert
face.
first.
What blizzard did
Dessert
he get?
first.
Yeah, he took it to the face.
Dessert
He got
first.
burgers and fries.
You said blizzard.
Oh, what kind of blizzard did you get? Oh, it was an Oreo blizzard.
M&M's.
I tried the Blizzard of the month yesterday.
What was it?
The Reese's one?
The Reese's with the
Yeah, respect. That's what I had too.
Damn.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good.
Yo, we're fucking sleeping on
Bro, I'm not
DQ,
eating. I'm not eating
dog.
dessert no more, man.
Yeah,
Stop
D-
talking about that, bro.
DQ is awesome.
I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, man.
Gabby, what's your munchie food, bro?
I don't know, bro. I think it's pretty clear that the way we're leaning right now is late night munchies, right? DQ, yeah, that's true. They
Yeah.
kind of do close early though, and what we're talking about is late night.
We're from fucking Miami, bro. We don't go out. We go out at 11 o'clock at night. Like, let's be realistic, bro. Like, everything's already closed. So
for
we
me,
need something that's open at 2, 3 in the morning.
For me, anything greasy like that, quick on the go. Taco Bell open 24 around here.
Taco Bell.
You know
yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
respect.
Yo,
Taco
but
Bell,
the
I'm
next
about it.
day,
I'm about
you're
it.
hating yourself.
Yeah, but you
The
don't think
next
about the
night.
next
No,
day.
you never hate
never
yourself
think about
after
the next
Taco
day
Bell.
while you.
Yo, if they take away the Mexican
Exactly.
pizza again, Taco Bell, I'm
Oh.
looking right at you. If you take away the Mexican pizza again, you're gonna get barred from the Kikonis. All right?
Wait, did
I will make it my
they bring it back the
living
second time?
power and will to get down to the facts and make sure you never get rid of Taco Bell. And I mean Mexican pizza. I'm sorry, I'm so mad I don't even know what I was saying. Don't ever get rid of the Mexican pizza. Dumbest thing
This
ever.
is the part that we edit the volume.
Yeah,
Sorry.
for sure.
I'm
Bring
Cuban.
it down.
No, I'm
The mic is right here.
I don't know how to get rid of the Mexican pizza, bro. That's the best thing ever that Taco Bell's came up with.
No,
And
I
the cheesy
agree.
gordita crunch.
I agree.
Hands down. Two best things ever.
Just
You know, I will say though, late
Just what's your
night,
munchie?
you can't forget about Denny's.
Oh,
And I will fuck up some breakfast food late at night.
Nah,
Nah,
man. That's when you like 21, 20.
yeah, those are younger.
And you don't have anything going on now, bro. Like now this day and age, like you don't want to sit down at a Denny's, like and
Exactly.
don't lie,
No, that's
the
it.
people that you see at Denny's at 2 in the morning are probably the people that you don't want to see.
they're
And,
probably the people that are gonna be watching this podcast.
you know
If
what?
we're
And
being
hey,
honest.
by all means,
Hey,
to
don't
the
fucking
people,
forget we went to
hey, we were there.
at 2 in the
We were
morning.
there.
Yeah.
Hey, fun fact, I went to Denny's in the boxers and ate the whole meal in boxers. Fun fact, he
That's
was
actually
there,
true.
and he was there. Fun fact.
Why is he still yelling?
It's
It's a Cuban in me, bro.
it's the
Sorry.
Why is he
it's the
yelling?
passion. It's
Bro,
the
honestly,
passion.
I got really like intense about the Mexican pizza. Like I feel really some type of way about Taco Bell getting rid of the Mexican pizza.
Yeah,
They
no,
brought it back,
That hit him
but
hard, bro.
now it's always sold out.
Hit him hard.
Why bring it back? Why bring it
Wait,
back?
you can
Something
still
that's
get-
always gonna be
You
sold
can
out.
still get it in Miami.
Yes.
They completely got rid of it. Up there.
Oh, you see, Miami, we complained enough.
They,
How
like
about-
it's on the menu, but they have like a big X.
No,
on
they-
it.
we don't
they
go ahead.
ride it in the streets.
But I do have sold out. Like I don't remember the last time I got a Mexican pizza that's always sold out. Like, like, do you get enough pizzas? Like, come on. It's
I
Taco
think
Bell,
it's
bro.
the crunch.
shells.
Yeah, it's the shells.
Shortage on the shows.
I'm sorry. Oh,
I've never had a Mexican pizza.
oh my God,
That's blasphemy.
What is wrong with
bro.
you?
You've never had a
I don't
Mexican.
even know what you're talking about.
Not
What
American.
the?
Bro,
And-
Yo, I almost if honestly if I wasn't connected to my headphones and all these people were connected together, I
It's-
would have
it's so
walked
good.
out of here, on you, Kenny.
Yeah, I
Even though
don't
on
even know.
when they brought it back, they didn't put the black olives like the
Why?
original.
No. They didn't put the green chives.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, get it right, bro. Get it right.
Nah,
All right, I'm a Mexican pizza
either way.
fanatic.
no. Kenny, what do you call what did you introduce yourself as that you when it comes to beer tasting?
Cicerone.
A Cicero.
Oh, Cicero.
this
yeah,
guy
no,
for the
keep us that
Mexican
version. No, for sure. Oh,
No,
100%.
hey, dog, I always eat me some Taco Bell, some Mexican pizza, bro. Once I got rid of that, I'm like, why go to Taco Bell? Oh, I'm sorry. Cheesy gordita
For the
crunch.
chicken quesadillas.
Nah, quesadillas, nah.
Chicken quesadilla extra
Los
jalapeno ranch.
Verdes, you get
That
chicken
jalapeno
quesadillas
ranch
way better.
Fire.
Well, if they had that in Orlando,
Obviously, they
I'd-
don't.
Yeah, we don't have.
all the
We
time.
have
I
the
go.
best Hispanic food is down in MIA, baby. Hey, you coming down for my birthday, guys? We have a special podcast for my birthday. All right, guys? It's going to be lit. All right? I'm not promising you.
How's he plugging his
I know.
birthday?
Yo,
Like
he-
it's-
I'm plugging my birthday.
Right.
I got to do everything, bro. Come on.
Where's the party
That's
at?
the-
All right, that's down in Miami, my crib, and it's going to be a fight night. We might, literally, maybe a little hint, your bullshit next one might be UFC. Everybody loves some UFC. No
All right.
MMA, bro.
like
We can
UFC.
talk, discuss some
We'll
stuff.
see.
Some great fair fights that night. But hey, my birthday. We're going to celebrate with a special podcast. I hope everybody tunes in. All right? Make sure you tune in to the Blessed with the Nest. Geeko, baby.
Let's close out with Justin's munchies.
Yeah.
My mochis.
Your munchies, bro.
So like when I was younger and going out all the goddamn time, it was definitely like steak and shake.
Ooh,
So-
steak and shake
Yeah.
is
Are those things
good,
open, bro?
Steak and shake. Yeah. So Frisco,
Oh, the
get
Frisco.
Frisco melted
That's
cheese
it, bro.
fries, a burger and fries, and then steak and shake is happy hour 2 to 4, buy one get one milkshake.
Oh,
I was gonna say
So you're
So-
getting laid up at 2 o'clock. So that's what you're telling me right now.
2 to 4 in the morning.
Well, the bars closed it.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is Orlando, bro.
bars
We
close
close
at
at
2.
2.
Yeah.
And then we go to Steak and Shake. I mean, currently, I don't really know. I mean, probably pizzas, just whatever I can.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Back in the day,
I feel like you see worse people Steak and Shake than you do it at Denny's. I'd rather go to Denny's.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Bro, 100% Steak and Shake. I'm like, I ain't bumping into some.
Nah, but Steak and Shake
I
is
don't
good.
It's not things I can't say on the mic, but yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I hate the Steak and Shake fries.
I don't like
why you
the
get
Bro,
Cheese.
they're the smallest, thinnest, crispiest fries. I'm
Yeah.
like, is there even potato in these fries?
No, there's not.
And you know what? I'm sorry. I don't trust. I can go to a restaurant, I get a burger, a milkshake, and fries for $4. For real?
$3.99, man.
For real?
Why not, bro?
Not even
Why
at
not?
fast food restaurants you get that, kid.
No, man. Bring the bargain menu.
No.
Like, let's tutor this bitch
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah,
That's how we do it.
100%.
Tutor cheaper
So the
watches.
cheaper watches, we're talking about Steak and Shake. It's not even open anymore, I think.
They come out with a Steak and Shake edition.
Yeah. We got this. We got
Hey,
this.
everybody's gonna love this podcast except for Steak and Shake.
That's true. We just shit on Steak and Shake.
I mean, when you're intoxicated at 2:30 in the morning, it's pretty.
But
easy.
honestly,
That's not
I'll
bad.
go with the Sonic with you guys. Like on Orlando,
Sonic is
Sonic is for me like one of the best munchy foods,
Nah,
bro.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
I mean, that is straight up fast food. It's nice they bring it to the car, though.
Yeah, it is.
is-
And at rollerblades, that's different. They don't do that no more,
Nah,
bro.
they don't do that. No
I
more.
honestly,
Yeah,
I
'cause
feel
people-
like
No, shit is dangerous.
it is
It's
dangerous, but it's nice. Like I like to see when someone gliding, bringing my food. It's like almost like it's a dream.
Exactly.
This guy.
Like you have to pay for it. Sucks. Whatever, man.
Yeah, my wife is gonna kill me.
Alright,
So
we're good.
I gotta go.
All right, hey, love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the first podcast. Hops and Hairsprings, season 1, episode 1.
Go. You got it ready.
Yes! Yes! All right, bro.
All right, so
Love you, man.
we're done. We out.
We out.
Heck,
Love you guys.
Love you guys.